This next recipe is honey moist cornbread. When visiting my sister Becca and her husband Brett in Florida, we had all sorts of amazing southern food. Boiled peanuts, a fish fry, and a low country boil with Gulf shrimp, spicy sausage, potatoes, the works. For one of these meals, Becca made cornbread, and to humor me, she did a mise en place. I don't know if she was making fun of me or what, but she did have a good question.
Do I have to mise en place? Like, put everything in the dish and then put it in here? Or is this enough mise en place where I can measure the things and dump the dries?
See what I mean? It's a good question.
Measure and dump, that's fine with me.
Okay.
It's whatever your place is.
This is about as placed as I place.
All right.
I am never going to put it in another dish.
Well, just don't mise it up then.
Okay. Yeah.
At least my mom thinks I'm funny.
Okay, we'll grease that at the end. We're gonna start with our dry ingredients. 1 cup of flour. I'm going to use my dry measuring cup. I like to loosen up my flour and then kind of shake it in so it keeps it nice and light, not compact. Get it level and dump.
There's no sound, right?
Of course there's sound.
Don talks over me.
Yeah.
I thought you muted and then you narrate it, right?
Yeah, he's gonna narrate this. Yeah. Right, exactly.
But I'm recording sound now, just in case I don't like.
For reference.
Yeah.
Remember, yeah.
And if there's some fun stuff that I want to put in there, I might just throw some funny stuff in there.
Yeah, don't worry about it, James.
All right.
Totally dubbing over this whole conversation. Nobody will ever hear a word.
I needed to open a new container, so now we're ready to go.
Yeah, don't mess with Becca. She only looks like a mild-mannered
Scoop in
housewife.
here, so I'll just use my spoon. It's not the size that makes for ideal scoop.
And this is why I measure my ingredients before I start. Sorry, Becca. You had a lot of really interesting things to say, and we had fun talking when we made this video, but in the interest of time, we have to fast forward a bit.
I think it's important to realize when to deviate from the recipe, like the instructions. You know, that kind of comes with experience, right?
Yeah.
Where you realize, hey, I could beat the eggs in a separate bowl, or I could just beat them in the bowl that I'm going to be beating them in.
Yes.
And, save myself a dish because I'm lazy.
Amen.
And butter is delicious.
Amen. And butter's delicious. Although this recipe does not have butter,
It's better when you're done with it and we can
That's
put
right.
it on top of it.
it does have whipping cream.
Oh, but hey, that's good too. Whipping cream is just butter that hasn't been educated yet.
Yes.
Why do I associate
All right,
education
here's
with whipping?
where I am going to show the order of my quarter cupper coming into play.
You're killing me, Smalls. What you didn't miss during the fast forward was more measuring, a discussion of how Florida is hot, and Becca greasing the pan. You're welcome.
Yeah, I got all the dry. Okay, feel good about that. That's about it. I think that's all I need. I'm gonna check that bottom here as we go. And then we're just gonna dump. Got my oven preheating to 400. And I smooth it out a little bit. This has eggs, so you should not eat or lick the spoon. But
I warned you, do not mess with Becca.
haven't gotten sick yet. Sweet, just how I like it. I'm at 354. It should take me just a couple minutes to get to my 400. In that time, I'm gonna do the other trick. Mise en place is a great trick. Another one I love is clean as you go. When you have a minute, take advantage, get that stuff put away. All right, we are unplussed.
I thought the word was non-plus.
Nonplussed. Gonna get some of those dishes out of the sink. Swipe up some of these crumbs.
Okay, now this is probably the teaching that my kids need more than anything.
Yeah. Yep. Don't just like poop, swipe it off. Also, we're going to catch it.
And then put that back in the jar, right?
Yeah. Bring that in the sink. Like I said, we're still waiting. I'm almost there, but I've got a minute. I can wash a couple dishes in a minute.
If I didn't speed these clips up, this video would be 11 hours long.
Place that in the center. Too close to the front makes it uneven. It says 20 to 25. We're gonna start 18. It's better to go a little less than check.
Easier to cook it more than to cook it less once you cooked it more.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So there you go. 18 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll check back in a sec. During the break, Becca covered the cornbread loosely with foil because it was getting a little dark on top. When she pulls the pan, you can see what I'm talking about.
Don't burn your face.
Or your biscuits.
Yeah,
Or
bring
your
it to a
cornbread.
cool minute. Before we turn off that oven, we're gonna do the foolproof test. A little cake tester here. Toothpicks work if it's not too deep. All right. Hopefully, I haven't overdone it. But remember the last time we checked, it was still wobbly. So I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling just fine about this.
Okay.
Alright, so we can eat it when it's warm. This might be too hot, but by the time that everybody comes in, this will be cool just enough for us to cut.
Is it about that time?
It is about that time, and I think the natives are getting restless. I'm gonna help them out. Oh, look at that. I can already tell it's releasing from the sides without too much difficulty, so it shouldn't get stuck. Our oil did its job. We're gonna get some butter to serve, bowls for the soup.
Why are we using butter?
Butter is delicious.
Yes, it is.